Once upon a time, deep in the dark and brooding forest, there lived a little girl who was always curious about the outside world. Her mother warned her not to go into the forest, saying it was full of danger. But one day the girl's grandmother fell ill, and the girl decided to bring her some food. She packed a basket with wine and bread and other goodies, and off she went into the dark and brooding forest. Now, every fairy tale has a moral to it. And the moral of this fairy tale is that if you bring food to sick grandmothers in the woods, you might want to watch out for overly friendly wolves. For as she walked through the trees, she encountered an enormous wolf. "Well, hello there," said the wolf. "Where are you off to?" "To my grandmother's house," said the girl. "I'm bringing her some food because she isn't feeling well." "Well, that sounds nice, but I'm on my way to my grandmother's house too. In fact, I'm on my way to eat her. You see, grandmas are my favorite food, especially when they're sick." The girl shuddered at the thought of such a nice wolf eating a poor, defenseless grandma. "Oh, I can't let you do that," she said. "You'll have to fight me for it." The wolf laughed and pounced. Now, most little girls would have screamed bloody murder at this point, but not this girl. You see, she knew how to fight back. She had been training for this moment her whole life. For this girl wasn't just any little girl. No, she was Little Red Riding Hood, and she was a vampire. Now, normally, vampires don't like to reveal their true forms until after sunset, but she wasn't like other vampires. You see, her grandmother had taught her that if you choose to be a vampire, you must always be ready to defend yourself. So she kept her fangs sharp and her powers honed, so that no one would ever find out that she was a vampire unless she wanted them to. She snarled at the wolf, revealing her own set of sharp fangs. "How dare you attack a member of the Blood Moon Coven?" she said. The wolf froze. He had never heard of the Blood Moon Coven before, but he didn't like the sound of it. Wolves tend to stay away from vampires, so he slowly backed away from her. Then he turned tail and ran as fast as he could, leaping over logs and splashing through streams until he finally reached his den. When he told the other wolves what had happened, they were shocked. A vampire. In their territory, this called for a meeting of the pack. Now normally, the wolves would have attacked her house and killed her grandmother, and chased her out of the forest and killed her too, except the alpha male was missing. See, he was out hunting deer and didn't get back to the den until after. Little Red Riding Hood had visited her grandmother and returned home. But the next night, he couldn't sleep, so he decided to take a walk. He wandered into the forest and caught the scent of blood. He followed the scent to the edge of the woods, where he saw a house with its lights turned off. He howled once, twice, 3 times, and then the front door opened, and out stepped Little Red Riding Hood. She was even more beautiful in the moonlight, her red cape flowing behind her like a pool of blood. Her eyes glowed an eerie red in the darkness, and her fangs, well, they were dripping with desire. "Hello," she said to the wolf. "Would you like to come inside and meet my grandmother?" The alpha male was torn. On one hand, he wanted to rip her throat out and drink her blood. On the other hand, he didn't want to do anything that would anger the Blood Moon Coven, so he did the only logical thing he could do, growled and then ran away as fast as he could. From that day on, the wolves stayed away from Little Red Riding Hood and her grandmother. And Little Red Riding Hood was free to roam the forest as she pleased, hunting down pesky wolves and sipping their blood. And that's the end of the story.